Ritu Saha thought her flat was an investment, but with Grenfell-style cladding wrapped around the building, her life is consumed by fear.
If the cladding started to burn, I would actually be having to run through walls of fire in order to get to the fire escape.
Owners in this block have had to install new safety measures, including fire marshals to watch the building 24/7.
We have paid more than £500,000 for the fire marshals ourselves.
Owners could also foot the bill of replacing all of the building's cladding. It's no surprise then that not a single flat in this block has sold for 3 years. Mortgage providers will only lend money towards the purchase of a property that has met certain safety standards. One of the common questionnaires that forms part of this assessment is the EWS1 form, and there are approved inspectors who can sign off on these forms. Now the problem is, since the Grenfell Tower fire 3 years ago, there's been a sudden demand for these inspectors, and there just aren't enough of them around. So leaseholders are being warned they could face lengthy delays, with some claiming the waiting list is as long as 10 years.
Lenders do have duties of care. They should not be lending money to people to enable them to live in properties that are actually a fire risk, and therefore getting the EWS1 form or some kind of fire safety report is key to the whole transaction for the lender.
The Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government says it doesn't support the blanket use of EWS1 forms and encourages lenders to accept equivalent evidence. But Nikki Cooper says her housing association, Peabody, claimed they couldn't help when she tried.
We've been told they don't want to do the form, despite us being able to find engineers that would do it in a matter of weeks. They don't want to pay for that because they don't want it to basically open a can of worms for them.
Peabody told us, sadly, there is no quick solution. It's an issue affecting hundreds of thousands of people up and down the country and is being driven by mortgage lenders and valuers wanting evidence that is complex and difficult to obtain. Nikki is among hundreds of thousands of so-called mortgage prisoners who say they're unable to get the right certification to sell and unable to afford to make their homes fire safe. Sadia Chowdhury, Sky News.